In this video, we're having a cozy library day, so make sure you subscribe because there's new videos every single day this week for book week, and I hope you guys enjoy. Hello friends, I'm getting ready to go to the library because I have not been here in a while. I wanted to come here because I just love coming to the library. I feel like I always get really good book recs in here for stuff that I could either go buy, but I also love getting books checked out from here. I also want to see what kind of books they have to buy, so let's go see what they have in there. This is one of the coolest things I think I've seen in a long time. It says read-alikes for some of our most popular new books. So if you read The Teacher, apparently these are similar books. In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. Heard of that one before. And I guess this is if one of the books that you like is checked out, First Lie Wins is checked out, you could get The Lies I Tell. I love this because I don't know, I feel a lot of the time I don't know what to get that's similar to something that I enjoyed. So if you like Fourth Wing, you could get one of these, or if you like None of This Is True, you could read All the Dangerous Things, or any of these. I've heard about Kristen Hanna's writing. I actually want to get something of hers while I'm here if I can find something. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to or not. I feel I always find so many more books here than at Barnes and stuff. I just find so many more books I've never seen before, which is really nice. I feel I really gravitate towards pink books because I saw the Kiss Countdown and this literally just came out it says April 24th, so I think that's when it came out. But I also saw the City of Laughter, and I've never heard about this book before. And again, I literally just gravitated towards it because the cover. If anyone else is this, comment below. If you're a big judge a book by its cover person, or if you're not. I know that I shouldn't, and I don't judge people by their cover or how they look, but books, it's just something about them. If I can't enjoy what the cover looks like, I have such a hard time reading the book or even wanting to pick it up. I do think having a Kindle helps with that some, because if I don't really see the cover on Kindle or don't have to see it often, that doesn't really change my view of the book. But yeah, there are so many good covers, but there's also so many covers that are just so ugly. Sometimes I wish that I could be the person to do the little books and see and show what is set out, because this book right here came out in February, and it says a grumpy lobster fisherman tosses a fashion influencer's impeccably curated life overboard in this charming romantic comedy. I've heard that this one is very similar to what's that book by Tessa Bailey? You guys know what I'm talking about, with the fisherman, and she was an influencer or whatever. I've heard that this is very similar, but looking over here, I feel some of these books are popular-ish books, this one-ish, this one, but some of these, I feel I wouldn't necessarily gravitate towards a lot of these books. I know that this area is not just for me, obviously, but I do think that if you want people to come to the library, you should definitely get them invested in the books that are being talked about. And I don't know, I feel some of these books sit behind the shelves, this one was right here, and they sit behind the shelves, and people just come in and all they look at is what's front facing, so then they feel oh, there's nothing here that's new. But no, all of these are so new. You can see April, you can see all the dates of these, or when these were released. These are all so new. So yeah, I don't know, I just wish some of these were put out, but I guess it just all depends on your taste, your style, your interests, what you want to be put out. And obviously that's up to the librarian. Or does someone let me know, do they put books out all the same at libraries, or do they do the librarians decide what goes out? I don't really know, but I don't know, I think it's really what keeps people in the library and what I don't know, makes them feel there are good options if they can physically see them. And there are so many, but if you came in and you didn't know what to look for, it could be very intimidating right off the bat. But if you are someone who's new to the library and you want to come in more, I feel the easiest way to find good books is to go into the new in section, because the new in books are probably going to be the books that people are talking about, and that's what I do. I feel whenever I go back to all those shelves back there, it can get kind of daunting because they're not new, so they're really separated by the author's name. So if you don't know the author's name that you're looking for, it could be like really hard to like find a book that you want. But if you come in the new section, all of these books are from January till now. So that's January, February, March, April. It's almost May. And I'm pretty sure they keep, I'm taking a guess, but I'm pretty sure that they keep books here for like 6 months maybe, because I do see some Decembers here and some Novembers. So I feel like those will fall off whenever we get like further into the year. That's just my guess. I don't really know. But I think November. Oh no, there are a couple Octobers here. So these are all like the newer books. Guys, oh my gosh. I was literally just talking about this book with Taylor. She was saying how she liked the cover of this, and I was like, oh my god, me too. And it says, it's from book talk sensation Monica Murphy. It's a swoon-worthy new adult romance full of love songs. And this is by the author who wrote, it was that book that literally blew up on TikTok. Let me see if it's on the front. No, of course it's not. Wow, she wrote so many books. Oh, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. That's what it was. And it blew up on TikTok. And she has so many books. I didn't realize that. Again, I find so many books here that I wouldn't have seen other places. This book just came out in February, and I've heard a lot of things about it. And one thing about the library is I can literally read this and not have to worry about wasting my money if I don't like it. And I feel like I do that with a lot of books that are, I don't know, like iffy books. Like I'm not 100% sure if I will even like it or want to buy it. And look at this incredible condition. I feel like there's such a stigma that like the condition of a book isn't going to be good, but these are so good. Comment below what you guys like to see in library videos. I feel like I like to see what books are in the library and like what is available, because like if you don't go to the library to look for books, you might not know. But there are literally so many popular books. Like literally, look at this, guys. Look at this. This is the author who wrote The Deal. Like she wrote The Freaking Deal. Like you guys know what that book is, like that book talk book that like blew up. And there's also so many other books here too that I haven't heard of. So like you don't have to feel like you're just going to be getting like book talk books. Like you can get other books that you've like never heard anyone talk about before. But there are a ton that are really popular here too. Every time I come in here, I see this book by Nikki Payne, and I always am like, I want to read this so bad, but this is the second book. So I think I want to go pick up the first book, but I'm going to go back there, shudder, literally. But it came out like over a year ago, so I feel like it's not going to be in the new in section. I'm going to go back there and see if I can find it, because I do want to read this, but I obviously can't read this one first. Guys, a little Lynn Painter book. Oh my gosh, her books are so like fluffy and fun. And it's so short. I love that. Is this the time for me to pick up a Mariana Zapata book? Because look what I found, guys. You're gonna be like, huh? All roads lead here. Is this my sign? I feel like I put her book on my TBR, like not so many times, but I've thought about putting her book on my TBR. But since reading the mixtape, and they literally, I don't even think they even kissed until like page 300 or something, like almost the end of the book. I really enjoyed that. Like I actually ate it up, and I thought that I would be kind of bored, but like I really wasn't at all. And I think it's because in stories that don't have the physical aspects of the book front and center until like the end, I feel like I really get to get a good connection of the characters. Like comment below if you guys like slow burns. Like I feel like I'm very new to them, but I feel like I'm really gonna love them if I read more of them. So I think maybe I will get this, or maybe I'll get another Mariana Zapata book. I don't know. Maybe I'll go in the back and see what other ones they have. But yeah, I just feel like her books are, granted, I've never read them, but I feel like they are the slow burns that everyone talks about, and that's literally what I need in my life after reading the mixtape and being obsessed with it. Oh my god, guys, look, I literally could have just come here and read this book here instead of buying it. I would have saved myself some money. Guys, I'm shook. And again, perfect condition. I definitely need to come to the library to get books that I'm like not 100% sure that I will love, because I feel like there's so many that I'm always on the fence about, and I could just like, I don't know, I could just get from the library. But then a part of me also want to support the author. So like comment below if you guys feel kind of torn about that, because I feel like I get torn about that, where like I want to support the library because it's such a great resource, and it's allowing people to have spaces to read free books. It's such a great community space like that I think should continue literally forever. But I also want to support the author, and I don't know, comment below if you guys know this or not. I don't know what the answer is, but do the authors get like money if a book's in the library? Like by me checking out this book, am I like making the author like money. Like I don't know how that even works, but like sometimes I'll just buy books by Black authors because I'm like, I know that they are getting less sales than other people because like their books are not hyped up as much, and I'll like read them because I'm like, I want to be able to support them and like tell people if the book is good and stuff. But honestly, if it's at the library and I'm not sure about it, I could just get it here. I don't know. If someone let me know, like, if you know the answer to that. Also, I feel like I want to start reading large print more because these words are huge and this would have been so much easier to read than the copy that I have. I heard that this book has a touch her and you die like trope in here, and like, no, Tessa, absolutely not. This guy has a backwards hat. He's wearing khakis and a belt. Like, I think the belt is doing me in, honestly. I think that's, or maybe it's the khakis. Like, you're not killing anyone. Like, I'm sorry, you're not taking anyone out, not the khakis. But another popular book, and I feel like so, I don't know, like maybe I'll take this one home because it's literally free. And I've read one of Tessa Bailey's books. It was cute, it was fluffy, it was fun. This could be another good option too. Okay, now I'm gonna go in the back, the scary back part, and see if I can find that book by Nikki Payne, because I really want to read the first book in that series. Okay, this is all large print, so not here. And then the paperbacks are here, and then there's fiction over here, which I think it's on this side. So this still is a little confusing to me because as a kid, when I was in the kids section, you don't have to do this. Like in the kids section, all you do is just like look around, kind of like how I was doing in the front over there. But in the adult section, obviously there's so many books, so like they have to categorize them. But I think Payne, P-A-Y-N-E, here, right? It'll be here, I think. All right, let's check in here. I don't know. If someone knows how to better find like books, let me know. I feel like it's gotta be in here, right? Oh my God, guys, I did it! I found it! Really, this wasn't even as hard as I thought it would be. I think I was expecting this to be super hard because I never really come back here. And it's because I, like, again, as a kid, like, you don't really have to look for books that hard. Like, you just kind of like look in the new section. Things aren't categorized like this, like there aren't this many books. But again, even coming back here, like it's not that scary. Like I feel like if you're on Book Talk, like, or BookTube, Bookstagram, like you've seen a lot of these popular books. Like this one literally right next to me is a Reese Witherspoon book pick. This one is also pretty new. This book right here, another newish book. Like I think if you've been, oh shoot, what is that? It's kind of scary back here. But I feel like if you have been on BookTube, Bookstagram, Book Talk, you've seen what the covers look like of books, or you've seen what the binding looks like, so it's easy to like pick out those books, or at least it is for me. And again, I've only been on like BookTube for I think like a year and a half now. So yeah, like I don't know, I feel like if you are someone who's a little intimidated by going to the library or even going back here, it's really not that bad. Honestly, looking through the shelves is kind of like fun. I might just like browse through all the shelves and like see what I can find back here. Okay, I decided that's what I'm gonna do. I'm literally just gonna walk through all the shelves, see what jumps out at me, see what doesn't, and hopefully I find some good books. I feel like that'll be really fun. this is overwhelming, but like in the best way, because I'm finding so many good books in here. I just found a bunch of Shari Lapina's books, and this author is one of my favorites, and I think it's because, I don't know, Shari Lapina's books are just super fast paced. Like, this is one of my favorite thriller authors. And I can't even like explain to you how many books they have of the same book in here. So they have these two of this. Well, they pretty much have like 2 or 3 books of all of Shari Lapina's books, and I was looking at Riley Sager's books, and they had a lot of the same books of those as well. So like, look down here. Literally, there's so many, which I love. This book just came out not that long ago, and they have like multiple copies. So many. Like, these are all Shari Lapina's books and multiple copies. I love that so much, because that means that if someone, like, you know, gets one, there's still going to be other options, and I think that that's so cool. I see this book all the time in Barnes, and I've never bought it because I wasn't sure if it would be something I'd be interested in, but this would be the perfect type of book to bring home, because I have like heard great things about it. It says it has flirty banter, which is the type of banter I like in books, sassy heroine, all the things, but I wasn't sure if this book would be like too heavy or not. And I don't know, I feel like the library is the perfect place to grab books that you are literally unsure about, but you like don't really want to buy. I literally grab this all the time whenever I go into Barnes. Look at all the Emily Henry books, guys. There are so many. Oh my gosh. Literally so many. I love that. But there are so many good books here, and I keep like walking down the aisles, and I like want to keep looking at more, but I feel like I should stop. Like, I feel like, what are the odds of me actually finishing all 4 of these books? Like, but that's the beautiful thing about the library. I keep saying it, like, I don't have to finish them. Like, if I don't finish them all, that's fine. I could rent them again next month. And I also think it's cool that my library actually doesn't have late fees anymore, which is really nice. Like, I still turn my books on time, but it takes away the added pressure. It's like a lot less stressful, I feel, now whenever I check out books. I also, I don't know, I also really want to encourage you to go to your library, because I found out that if your library doesn't have a book that you want, they can order it in from another library, which, I mean, what more do you need? Like, literally, what more do you need? So I don't think I'm going to finish the rest of the bookshelves, just because there are still so many, but the next time we come back, I will keep walking down the other side. I feel like if you, oh no. That's sad. Anytime I hear like sirens or anything, I always like want to pray, just because you never know like what's going on or anything. But I feel like if you are feeling a little overwhelmed by the library, definitely just go and browse, just go and look. Like, I feel like this has been so fun, and it's giving me the same feeling that I get in the bookstore when I'm like looking around for the perfect book, because there are so many shelves that like have books that I've never heard of, but also books that I have heard of, and it kind of feels like a little treasure hunt when I find a book that I'm like been wanting to read, and I'm like, ooh, I want to read that, like, let me pick that off the shelf, there's only 1 copy. It's just fun. So go just to browse, like, even if you don't want to like pick up anything, just go just to look. I feel like you'll always find something. But let's head downstairs and look at the books to buy, and see if there's any that we can buy, maybe put in free little libraries later. They usually have books for $1 for paperbacks and $3 for hardbacks, so I feel like that's a really good price, especially to fill up free little libraries. Okay, before we go downstairs, look at all the Jasmine Gallery books. Guys, there's so many. Loved this one, loved this one, loved this one. Like, there's so many of them. Oh my god, I did not realize they had audiobooks here. Like, this is a game changer. Okay, I guess this would just be for people who have CDs, because I think these are CDs, right? Let's see. Oh, they're locked, but I'm pretty sure these are CDs. But I think that this is cool, because if you have a car that still has CDs, mine does, like I have like a 2017 Camry, you can get all of these and just listen to them in your car. There are so many, like True Love by Christina Lauren, books by Shirley Lapina I was just talking about. There are literally so many popular books, and it goes all the way down this side, and then it also goes all the way on this other side, all the way down. Like, that is so cool. Guys, Abby Jimenez, they have her books here. Literally, you could just listen to this in your car, like on the way to work. I think this is so underrated. Like, I didn't even know that they had like physical like audiobooks here. I thought they just had like the ones that you could listen to on what is it, Libby. I think this is so cool. Section because I always end up finding good books, and Where Sleeping Girls Lie just came out. Like, I kid you not, literally, trying not to get blown out here, it literally just came out, and I've been wanting to read this for so long. This is by the author who wrote Ace of Spades. I literally own this book, but I'm just showing that like they have so many like books that are recently released. Also, this book right here, Songs of Irie, is another book that I've been wanting to read. They just have so many good books here, just like all over, and I feel like if I really took the time to like come in and really look, I'd find even more gems that I like haven't heard of before. Like, this book down here is one that I've actually been wanting to read for a while. This is How You Fall in Love. It looks so cute. I like to read these cute little like fluffy reads just because they're fun, and this came out literally in April. I got some really good books. Like, I'm so excited to show you guys what I got. I'm back in the car and I want to show you guys the books that I got. Before I show you guys the books, I have to tell you about this conversation that I had with someone inside, and I feel like I need to tell you because someone needs to hear it. I saw one of you guys in there, and I actually met you because I was like filming one day, and you're like, oh my god, like I love your channel, and like we got to chatting about books, like all the things. And so every time I go into the library, we always chat. And this time when I went in there, I got to chat with one of my friends, and she was saying that it's her last day. And she was saying that she was working at this job, and she's like, it's my last day, but like I had to leave. It's not really something that I wanted to do, but I had to leave, and I'm like gonna go live in the city where my family lives, and like my kids and like family were moving there, but I'm going through a lot of transition right now. And she was saying that she's like going through a divorce. She's also leaving this job she's been at for years because there's so much discrimination at the job. Like, she's not treated the way that she should be treated. And we got to talking, and she was just like, I'm 34, like I have so much life ahead of me, but I also want my kids to really see my life as an example. Like, you do not need to deal with a boss that you feel like isn't treating you right. You don't need to deal with people in your life who aren't treating you right, whether that's like a relationship, a marriage, friendship, or whatever. And I was like, congratulations. Like, I was literally going like this, just like snaps, like everything. And I just kept thinking, someone else needs to hear this. Like, I know that one of you guys is in a job that you hate, or you're hanging with friends who really give you the ick, or you're in a relationship, marriage, whatever, where you feel like you're not valued and you feel like you can't start over. I promise you, you can. Like, you literally can. No matter what age you are. But I feel like talking to her, I was like, just give yourself 5-10 years. You're gonna look back on this moment when you made these decisions and be so grateful and thankful for like your courage and bravery to be able to do that. And I just feel like someone needs to hear that it's okay to start over. It's okay for you to like get a new friend group. It's okay for you to get a new job, to move to a new city. It's okay for you to let go of that relationship that you know isn't for you. And if you guys follow along on the podcast, you guys hear a lot of these chats from me all the time anyway. But I feel like if you're not over there, maybe you need to hear it here. And I just had to share that because she was very like, kind of like, yeah, it like really stinks, but I am excited, and it is an exciting thing to start over. Like, yeah, it's scary, but like, I feel like what's scarier is sitting in something for years and years and years when you know that like there's something better out there for you. And even if it's not like a better relationship or a better friendship or better job, you at least know that there's a better peace of mind. There's a better sense of self. There's like a better way to live. Like, I think life is just hard in general, and you kind of have to choose your hard. So are you going to choose the hard that you know is already really hard? Like, are you going to choose that hard? Or are you going to choose the hard that could potentially be better than you ever imagined? That could be like the life you've always dreamed of. And yes, maybe that comes with discomfort because it's different, but like, maybe you get into that relationship, friendship, job, city, wherever, and you thrive and you freaking flourish. You turn into that butterfly, that, you know, that caterpillar that comes out of the cocoon and turns into butterfly, and you just feel so at home in yourself and your life decisions. Like, right now, if you're already miserable, like, it can't get worse than where you're at. So like, why not try to make a change? You know what I mean? So I just had to share that because she was so inspiring. And I feel like I was very inspired listening to her story, being like, I'm 34. I've been married for years. I have like multiple children and I'm starting over. I just think that that is so, so beautiful. So yeah, hats off to you if you're the person that I talk to. I feel like it is so hard to let go of anything when we feel a sense of comfort in it. Like, and I saw this quote, I can't even remember the exact quote, but it was pretty much like, if you're not doing things that scare you, then you're not growing. And I feel like that's so true, because the things that scare us are always the things that take us to the next level of life, whatever level that is. And it might not even be a level of like, you know, you're getting wealthier or you're getting more friends. You're like, maybe you're not getting things like that, but it could be a level of like bravery you've never gotten to, and wisdom, and like life lessons you're learning, and like all these different things that compound on each other. So I don't know, feel like someone had to hear that. I needed to share. Comment below if that resonated with you at all. I usually leave chats like that for the pod because like I don't really like saying things twice, but I feel like literally getting out of there, I was like, someone needs to hear that. But let me show you guys the 4 books that I ended up getting. I got some really good books. I got one book, which is this one, that I've never heard anyone talk about, and I always try to pick up at least one book that I've never heard of, that hasn't been recommended to me, that is a book that literally is just a interest pick. Like, I just saw the cover, read the back of it, and was like, that looks good. And it says 3 best friends are going to solve their relationship woes once and for all. 40-something Jemima's life is on track. Well, sort of. She just needs to bat her troublesome ex away for good. 20-something Megan has a 5-phase plan and is nearly ready for phase 3, a relationship. And 30-something Simi has had more it's not used than I do's. These best friends decide it's time to ditch the dating apps and play the love game by their own rules. They're going to ask people out in real life, but only for each other. What could possibly go wrong? This looks so good! Like, could you imagine getting with a group of friends and they're like, yeah, I'm actually gonna like ask out people for you, and like you're gonna get off the apps, and like I'm gonna find you forever. I think that's so freaking cute. Sorry, I'm literally yawning because it is getting dark, as you guys can see from outside. Also, the next book that I got is Text Appeal. This book looks so cute. It's a STEM gets steamy with a coder when a coder takes up sexting to pay the bills in this daring debut novel. Perfect for fans of Olivia Dade. So I actually have an Olivia Dade, I think that's her name, Olivia Dade book. I've never read anything from this author, but like that looks good. And this is about a girl who, she like used to be a coder or is a coder, but she like wants extra money, and obviously like she starts sexting, but I'm pretty sure she starts to have feelings for her best friend, and she doesn't want to tell her best friend that she's like doing this on the side because she thinks that he's going to make fun of her, or he's gonna like think lowly of her, or like look down on her, so she like hides it from him. It just looks really good. So I got that one, and then I also got Pride and Protest, which I really thought that this was going to be very hard to find, but it was actually super easy to find. And I didn't even get to like walk down all the aisles in the library. Like, there are so many. If you guys are someone who likes to browse the shelves at Barnes, really, 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 really encourage you to go browse the shelves at the library, because you're going to find so many gems, so many popular books, and you're going to be very surprised. This says a woman goes head to head with the CEO of a corporation threatening to destroy her neighborhood in this fresh and modern retelling of Pride and Prejudice. And I've been wanting to read this because the other book that just came out, I think it's like the retelling of Sense and Sensibility. It just came out, and I've heard that this book is so good, so I can't read the second one until I read this one. So it also has like a little quote from Allie Hazelwood on the back. It says, "The sharpest, sexiest, wittiest, brightest Pride and Prejudice retelling I have ever read, period." Y'all, this is from Allie Hazelwood. "Nikki Payne is the writer I aspire to be, and I'm going to recommend this novel to everyone I know every chance I get." I'm so excited to read this. Oh my gosh, Allie freaking Hazelwood. Okay, pop off. And then I also got Joss and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I love that author duo. They are two authors who wrote Love and Other Words. They also wrote like The Soulmate Equation and The True Love Experiment. I think that's what it's called. So I really wanted to get that. Or get this because I've read so many of their other books. And this says, just friends, just friends, just friends. If they repeat it enough, maybe it'll be true. I love a friends to lovers story. I gotta read the whole thing. Hazel Camille Bradford knows she's a lot to handle, and frankly, most men aren't up to the challenge. If her army of pets and thrill for the absurd don't send them running, her lack of filter means she'll say exactly the wrong thing in a delicate moment. Their loss. She's a good soul in search of honest fun. Josh has known Hazel since college, where her zany playfulness proved completely incompatible with his malleable restraint. From the first night they met, when she graciously told him she would be honored to give you sex tonight, to when she sent him an unintelligible email while in a post-surgical haze, Josh has always thought of Hazel more as a spectacle than a peer. But now, 10 years later, and after a cheating girlfriend has turned his life upside down, going out with Hazel is a breath of fresh air. Not that Josh and Hazel date, at least not each other, because setting each other up on a progressively terrible double dates so they can hang out together means there's nothing between them, right? This looks cute. Comment below which you guys would want me to read first. Like, I need to know. Comment below which one like really sticks out to you, which is the one that you would read first, which you guys think that I should read first. And whichever one gets more comments, I will read that one first. So let me know which one you guys think that I should read. I'll put numbers so you guys can just put the numbers. No, actually I'll do the numbers of like what I said first, because that'll be easier, right? So the first book that I said was Asking for a Friend. So this will be book number 1. Then I said, I think I said Text Appeal after that, right? Yes, I think I said Text Appeal. So this will be book number 2. And then I think I said Pride and Protest, which this will be book number 3. And then I said Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. So this will be book number 4. Book number 4, book number 3, book number 2, book number 1. And you can obviously write down the titles, but I figured having numbers would just make it easier so that you guys don't have to be like type the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to save you guys time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are loving book week. There are only a few more days left. I'm going to post a video on Thursday, on Friday, and on Saturday, and that's it for book week. And then you guys won't get another video till Tuesday. So comment below if you guys are loving book week, if you want more book weeks. I don't think I've done book week in a few months because it's obviously a lot of work, and I want you guys to enjoy it if I'm actually going to do it. But I've really been loving it. So comment below if you guys have, and comment below which book I should read first, whether book 1 or book 4, and comment below if any of the little like chat resonated with you and you're like, I don't know, feeling very inspired by like the friend that I met in the library. All right, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.